but it was a fun week while it lasted. Hey, most people don't spend that much time. Each of us are lucky to have a short stretch on the river, lucky to have a day or two at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. So, like us, they make the most of it. We all make the most of the time that we have, making friends, having adventures, seeing it all, and realizing that, well, at some point, this story's just got to end. How does it end? Well, whoosh, 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 whoosh. A helicopter zooms into view, and it lands in a narrow side canyon near Phantom Ranch. And everybody gives a belly rub to the pups. Where are they going to sit? Well, luckily, the crew members bring down a doggy kennel. And they place little helmets on the pup's head, and they let them sniff around inside the helicopter, and the pups climb into the kennel, and the blades start to turn again, and soon the puppies rise from the canyon floor. Hang on, puppies! Has anyone here ever worked as got the fire crews or heli-tac? Do I have any people in here? Okay, yeah, but burly people. I've got, 3 burly heli-tac people right here, yeah. It's kind of a tough job, right? Yeah, it's tough. Well, it was pretty neat to see these, men and women flying down in this helicopter, all tough, like, yeah, I fly helicopters. Getting out of the helicopter going, puppy dogs, look! Oh! That was a highlight for me. These little puppies melted everybody's hearts that they met through their 2 weeks of gallivanting around the Grand Canyon. And yes, it was Ranger Paul's idea to let's put the helmet on them. They'll have fun. And it was the pilot's idea, let's put them in the front seat. Maybe they can fly us out. So, hey, deluxe treatment. I have not flown out of the Grand Canyon, and I worked at the bottom for 4 years. My dogs have flown out of the Grand Canyon. Talk about lucky dogs. This is about a $2 million helicopter. I believe it's a McDonnell Douglas 900. It's very fancy. There's no tail rotor. It's a no-tar system. That means it's half the noise that a regular helicopter would make. And really, that's for all of our benefits, so that when you're hiking in the canyon and we got to rescue somebody, or puppy dog, something like that, you don't hear all this racket. And those of you who are concerned taxpayers, I want to clarify something right now. The National Park Service did not send down a very expensive helicopter just to get some puppy dogs. No, 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 no. So rest assured, this was a flight coming down anyway to check the water system, which is kind of time sensitive. And they thought, well, we'll throw in a doggy kennel, we'll haul them out of the Grand Canyon. So what a great adventure these two had. 2 weeks in the Grand Canyon, then the canyon walls drop away as the helicopter rises higher into the sky. And the river soon looks like a little watery thread, and birds are flying far below. Poofy white clouds appear on the horizon. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. This trip takes 8 minutes from the bottom of the Grand Canyon before that helicopter gently touches down on the South Rim. 8 minutes. Well, in the South Rim forest, Salt and Soap, well, I guess they found a new home. They now live at the edge of the Grand Canyon with me and my husband. They stay in a house with a big yard. Elk and deer pass by, and squirrels eat pine cones in the tree branches above as jays squawk, driving them crazy. The pups nap in the summer sun, and they hide when thunderstorms boom overhead. Their paws and their ears twitch nightly as they relive their journey, their big adventure, never apart for a day in their lives. Salt and Soap sleep side by side, safe and loved in their home at the Grand Canyon. Now, it's the end. This is my the end slide. But it's not the end of their adventure. It is the end of this adventure for them. But hey, these are Grand Canyon adventure dogs. They still like to camp. They still like to hike. They still like to, get out and see the world. And yes, international travel. And Salt does speak Spanish. Siéntate works every time. And they do get a little time on the Colorado River. Often it's below Hoover Dam where they're allowed to be. And I make them wear life jackets, and my husband has to remind me, honey, remember they swam in the Colorado River? I don't think they need the life jackets. They can doggy paddle pretty cool. So they are great inspirations for me. I'm the kind of person, I love the story. It's a true story. I'm so happy I got to be a part of it. I'm always looking for the meaning in things, though. Like, well, what does this mean? Is there something here? Yes, she's very dainty. Crosses her paws. The meaning for me, I get a lot out of it, and that's maybe, here are these two little puppy dogs that had an adventure of a lifetime. You just don't know what every day will bring for you. You don't know who you'll meet, what adventures you'll have. And so they remind me to stay open to that. If they could be open to it, we can all be open to it. And they remind me, of course, those of us with pets we know, just to appreciate every day, every single day. And our animals really remind us of that. And those of you with pets, these are many of my friends at Grand Canyon and their pets. They give us more love than we can ever give them. I know, even pet bunny rabbits at the Grand Canyon. No big river runner stories, though, for bunny rabbits. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. So Salt and Soap, in their short little lives, they've seen it all, they've done it all, they were open to new people, they've met so many new friends, and they remind me to stay open to that. And again, I'm very happy that I got to be a part of the story, but I really should probably admit to you that it's not my story. Of course it's not my story. I wrote it down, Salt and Soap have terrible penmanship, but it's not my story. Whose story is this? It's the Grand Canyon's. Really, it belongs to the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon is one of those places that's filled with story, not just the geologic, the biologic, the stories of us and our experiences. These are some of my favorites. We all know John Wesley Powell, 1869, rafting the Grand Canyon, the great unknown, missing his arm. I didn't slow him down. Who's that in the middle? Eddie McKee. Eddie McKee. In every ranger lady's office that I know. He's in their office. This story is fantastic. Are you aware of the Grand Canyon pink rattlesnake? Well, when Eddie McKee first saw it, he's like, well, I've never seen this pink snake before. And it kind of goes something like this. He's like, this could be new to science. Well, this might be important. So he did something I'd never tell you to do. He picked it up. And he hiked out of the Grand Canyon with it. And he gets in his car. It's a stick shift. So he has to roll down the window, live snake out the window, driving stick shift back to the ranger station, live rattlesnake in his hand. You think driving and drinking coffee is hard? Try holding a live snake. No, don't do that. You don't want to do that. So interesting stories, and of course, who's on the far end here? Variety of the Grand Canyon. A burrow that solved murder mysteries. So maybe not all true, but great stories of the Grand Canyon. Stories make the place special. There's so many stories, and now Salt and Soap, I guess they've made their own little place in the history of Grand Canyon. Their little story is secured in its memories for all time. So I hope that their story entertains you, but I hope it also inspires you. Be open, to people, to places, to adventures that await you every day. With that, you guys, Salt and Soap would like to thank you because they're hoping you'll give them a belly rub in the hallway outside. And I would like to thank you too. With that, so much thank you and good night. More questions?
We'll turn the lights up.
Did anyone have any questions I can answer for you about puppy dogs, Salt and Soap, Grand Canyon National Park, or whatever's on your mind? How old are the dogs now? Well, they are 6½. I think their birthday is, well, it's sometime in February. I think it's Valentine's Day. Because if you look at Salt, right on her back, oops, let me go back. You'll see she has a heart on her back. That's actually, it forms a little bit of a heart. It's my little angel. So but in dog years, this is good. I remember growing up that, it's one of our years, that means there's 7 years. But that's not true anymore. Isn't that great? It's actually more like 5 because healthcare has improved so much. Diets, healthcare,